Have you written a story and now you would like to turn it into a book that you can hold in your hands? If you do, I would love to help you, and over the next 12 weeks I'll be showing you my process of how I create all the illustrations, how I format, how I do the covers and more. Over the next 12 weeks I'm going to be turning a short story I've written into a book and some violin videos using my illustrations that I'll animate. And I've done this before, but this is the first time that I'll be documenting this process. So there's lots of things that go into it. There's the writing, of course, and the editing. Then there's all the illustrations, the music, arranging and the recording. Then there's things like the formatting of the books and the covers. And this time I've got another idea, which is to turn it into a pantomime or a theatre production, like the Commedia dell'arte, the Italian style of theatre, which I need to learn how to say properly. But yes, I'm so excited, and I hope you enjoy this process too. And I'll show you what I've been up to this week. Week 1. Creating musical stories means a lot of elements need to come together. First, there's the manuscript. I'll be doing some self-editing in the next few weeks, but before publishing, I'll send it to my amazing viola-playing editor. Turning books into stories you can hold in your hands means there's a lot of work to do on formatting, so that means how they're set out inside the book, and covers. So the covers in this case is a hardcover. So it has 2 covers that, oh no, not that one. But in the other hardcovers it has 2 covers. This one has inside illustrations as well. So this is the style of the one that I'm working on at the moment. Next, there are the illustrations. These are used in the books, but I also turn them into violin videos. This time I'm doing things a little differently. I'm creating them so that they can be used as a backdrop in the pantomime, hopefully. At this stage, I'm thinking a projector might be the easiest way to do it, but I love the idea of painting them like they would have done in the 18th century. I might need to make a cardboard version so I can test that all out. So I'm really excited because I think I've finally figured out what this is going to become. And it's going to be like a pantomime, but also like the Italian Commedia dell'arte. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But I have my masks out again because I have all these ideas for how everyone can participate and become side characters. And in one of the scenes there are butterflies. So there, so these will come in handy. And there's going to be some like a fox, and there'll be a few other things as well. So I'm already getting excited for mask ideas. And there are a couple left from the mask workshop that we had too, so yeah, exciting. Then of course there's the music. For this book, that means a lot of Bartok. I'm arranging and recording the tracks for each chapter, and I'm also thinking about parts for beginner violinists. I'd love the musicians to be on stage, at least for part of the show, and I have ideas for them to become animal characters. There's a scene in the woods, and I created a fox which I've animated. Since then, I realised I might actually make the fox into a real life character in the videos, but it never hurts to have a couple running around. This is also the scene I imagine violin students could play in, dressed up as various woodland creatures and animals. And when I go running in the bush, I'm always intrigued by all the creatures who pop their heads out and dart across the path. Bunnies and wallabies are the main things that I tend to see. But there are so many birds and all kinds of things like tawny owls, and of course butterflies and dragonflies. I had some help from a creative student of mine who did some improvising while I was playing some of the easy parts. And there's just lots of notes here that I've made during the week, along with some sketches of some animal masks. The next few scenes involve the wooden princess and other toys of the castle, And again, I'm not putting too much work into the characters at this stage as the ideas are still bubbling. But the good thing is that the first chapter is pretty much done. I think I might add a little bit more dialogue to the first scene in the pantomime, because at the moment it's all description, so I'm just filing these things away to remember for later. And next week will be the scene in the Hungarian woods where she meets the woodland creatures, so there'll be an owl and crows and yes, something else very exciting. So until then, happy creating, and I hope you're working on some exciting things too. And if you are, please message me, and if you need any help with anything, any ideas, or you need to know how to do something and I can help, I would love to. So just send me an email. Okay, bye for now.